pagkakataong maglisod og read, write, ug usahay baliktad ang pananaw sa mga butang sa world. Ang ilang kondisyon gitawag og dyslexia.
So what is dyslexia? Dyslexia is a learning disorder which affects areas of the brain that processes language. This is also why ginatawag po siya og reading disability. It involves difficulty reading due to problems identifying speech sounds and learning how they relate to letters and words, which in the communication process we refer to as decoding. Some individuals transition into adulthood without having been diagnosed of dyslexia, although help is never too late. Although there is no cure, early assessment and interventions produce the best results in helping the individual cope with their disability. Now, what causes dyslexia? The answer to that is there is still no clear medical explanation as to how or why it occurs. It appears to be linked to certain genes that affect how the brain processes reading and language, as well as certain risk factors present in the environment. I would also just like to point out that dyslexia is not due to a lack of intelligence or desire to learn. With appropriate teaching methods, individuals with dyslexia could and will succeed in school if we just give them patience and, of course, time to process things in their own pace. In addition, it also runs in the family. So if naakay relative na dyslexic, chances are some of your cousins, nephews, or even you could also be dyslexic.
Ayon sa isa ka study, 1 out of 7 people sa world kinaaani na kondisyon. Ang Asia songbird nga si Regine Joseph Velasquez Alcacid maayo mo pirit, murabag tanan keri niyang buhaton. Pero kamakailan lang ni amin si ate na naay isa kabutang nga gikalisdan niya sugod pa atong bata pa siya.
I have a hard time reading kasi hindi ako magaling mag-spell. So, sabi ko, bakit kaya ganun? Hindi ko naman masasabing bobo ako kasi ang galing ko mag-memorize. Magaling ako mag-memorize ng script, magaling ako mag-memorize ng kanta. Ang bilis actually magaling actually yung memory ko.
Dyslexia is a difficult disorder to diagnose exactly. Several general diagnoses include classroom observation, where a teacher or school nurse assesses the academic performance of the student in reading, writing, completing a math problem, understanding and following directions, and in distinguishing right and left. A school nurse could also obtain a developmental, medical, behavioral, academic, and family history of the student. IQ tests and physical and neurological exams also help in the assessment of dyslexia. School nurses are the first line of advocacy for dyslexic students. Thus, they should be prepared to assess for signs, provide intervention, and advocate for struggling children and families.
Tungod ani nga kondisyon, ang songbird kinabuli sa iyahang peers.
Saan na si Jun? Di man ka balong basa? Bugo ka no? Bugo ka, wala ka basa. Saan na, eh?
Let's talk about signs and symptoms. Common for those with learning disabilities is that they have poor memory, problems with reading and math. They also have trouble following directions, are clumsy, and are generally disorganized. For those who have dyslexia, they often have problems with reading and recognizing words, letters, and even spelling, as well as recognizing vocabulary. Other symptoms, signs and symptoms they experience is that they have a hard time understanding others when they are talking. There is a delay in forming coherent speech or thought, either written or verbally, and then there are also instances wherein they could jumble letters. 6 becomes 9, B becomes becomes D, and so on and so forth. There's also a clear disorganization between their thoughts, especially when they write essays. It is noticeable that the thought, although they have a lot to say, they can't really express their thoughts very well, and then it comes up as shallow and generally disorganized.
Ang class di mag-Disney na punta, do you want to build a snowman?
Ma'am, the letters are dancing.
Uy, yun the letters are dancing, uy. Ikaw mo basa ni Jin. Sa wala, bubuan niyo, uy.
Ni sige lang kag pangaway ni Regine. Anak ra pa sila kasi pangaway kay naibog. Naibog ka ni Regine, no. Ay, sis.
So, common nila sa inyo. Okay, opening remarks. Elsa! So, you're asking but at the same time, you are raising your voice. Elsa!
Elsa? Elsa?
Nadili, close ang mata, i-relax lang. Back 3 times. Do you want to build a snowman? So, snowman! I-drop ninyo ang snow, dahil i-raise niyo sa man for na variation of voice. So, do you want to build a snowman? Very good.
Do you wanna build a snowman?
Ay, very good. Very good, Jacit. Very good, Miss Regine Jacit. Oh. Hindi siya masudyante kay maglisod ni siya basa. Pero makasabot man siya pag i-give na ko orally ang instructions. Next time na naon niya po na ako, no? Ano lang kung perminti sigig sulat. Kung lang perminti oral ang instructions sa ilapas. Mas makasabot ni si Jacit. Ay, hello, ma'am. Oh, ma'am, ako di teacher ni Jacit, ma'am. Oh, ni Regine. Okay. Ganyan man gud nang kinanganta, do you want to build a snowman? O din, master man kaayo siya mo kanta, ma'am, pero maglisod siya basa sa lyrics, ma'am ba? O din, alam ko daw ng school nurse nga basing daw dyslexic imo ang anak, ma'am. So, in case nga magpa-check up mo, ma'am, basin makatabang ni nga information, ma'am. Oh, may problema, ma'am. Salamat kaayo, ma'am. Master kay mo kanta imong anak, ma'am. Oy. Sige, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So, ato na tang. So, gitawagan ko sa maestra ni Regine. Yun siya nga. As in, naa daw learning disability ang anak. So, ako as a word mom, gidala na ko siya sa mga specialista, mga doktor, and dito na unibalan nga na siya'y dyslexia. Di ka kabalo mo spell sa imong name? Grabe, pagkasimple na lang, ana. Di pa ka kabalo, pagkabugo na lang dyan ni mo. Uy, nga nang bugo man kay kaigsuan maunta ta. Pag study sad, uy, kay maulaman sad ko sa kong kabright, sa kong kagwapa, ikaw ra ko igsuon. Ikaw may bugo, dodo, magudnig dodo. Dili mo ko dodo, bugo mo ko bugo. Ayaw awaya mong sister ba? Istorya ng biyataan eh. Ha, istorya ay gano'n yung mga anak.
Mojog na, isip iyang pamilya, kita dapat ang magsuporta sa imong ate. O dili dapat nato siya ikaulaw. Kung maglisod siya basa, ato siyang tabangan, o ato siyang suportaan sa iyang mga hilig o mga gusto. Mayroon ba daw na mukanta imong ate? Hanap po ng nurse o ng doktor nga kita ang support team sa imong ate para sa iyang individualized education plan. Niya kay kung maglisod og basa imong ate, girekomenda nga maminaw siya sa mga audiobooks. Samtang pabasahan nato siya sa iyang mga gipaminaw. Okay na lang masayo, basta kay magkat-on.
Walay nila lang na perpekto. Kitatanan na ay weakness. Ug sama ni Songbird Regine Joseph, mas maayo nga makabaluta sa ilang kondisyon aron mas masabtan nato ang iyang kalisod ug panginahanglan ug ang mga tawo nga naay kondisyon sama kaniya.